2.
Hello, Sylacauga surrounding area. We're there with the things going on in Sylacauga Facebook page, and we're out here at the Avondale property. I guess y'all can tell right behind us is the big property that burnt. And I want to give you a little history on the Avondale property, and then we're going to talk with my friend Ryan Coleman, which is the project manager and the architect out here on this job. Now, actually, the Sylacauga plant was established in 1897, and it was also the board of directors made a decision in May of 2006 to close the Sylacauga plant. And what you see behind us is what's left of the big fire that we had in June of 2011. And now, I know a lot of you that's been driving by here every day has been wondering when this property was gonna get cleaned up. Well, guess what? It's happening right now. As we speak, they're out here cleaning this property up. And Ryan's gonna tell us a little something about what's in the plans. And could you tell us what the EARTH project stands for, Ryan?
Yeah, so the EARTH project stands for the East Alabama Rural Innovation and Training Hub. And what's being done now on the site is G&H Ventures has been issued a set of drawings to basically clean this site from the ground surface up. Some of the concrete pads that are out here now, the streetways and the slabs, are going to remain for now until it's time for development. So what they're issued with right now is cleaning from the ground surface and up. So things like the structure behind us that are on the County Board of Education property will come down. That material will be ground into manageable pieces that we can use for fill and other projects around the community and stored on site until that time happens.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. Right, I know we got some people smiling right now because the ones that's had to drive by here every day, and you know, all of us around this area, somewhere or another, is tied in to Avondale Mills. And could you tell us a little something about, now what's being cleaned up belongs to the Talladega Board of Education, right?
That's correct.
And there's a couple buildings out here that's privately owned, and they might later on reface their buildings. Could you tell us which ones are staying?
Yeah, what's the facilities, the Eva J Mill is staying because it's privately owned. The building on the northeast side, northeast and northwest side of the property are actually remaining. The bus barn the city uses to do maintenance on their school buses, that's privately owned. Mr. Tommy Applin's business is down there close to Jack's. Right. That's a privately owned piece. So really the Board of Education owns kind of everything in the in-between there. So the smokestack, we've had a lot of questions about the smokestack. It's on county property right now. That piece is being maintained as hopefully a piece as we go forward where we can kind of tell that Avondale Mill story. Of course,
if it's structurally sound.
Correct. We have to have some engineers and some professionals tell us that that's a safe thing to do.
I hope it gets to stay that way. We still got a little bit of history of Avondale Mills out there.
Absolutely. And one thing I want to make sure everybody understands is as we go through the EARTH development, that history of the Avondale site's not going away. It's an integral part of the design concept that we're going to try to sprinkle throughout the site so that when you're on the property, yes, you're seeing the new and the future, but you're also understanding why Sylacauga and this region got put on the map to this textile mill that was here for a long time and raised a lot of families around it. And that history's not going away in this project. It's a huge part of what we're doing.
Right. And one reason that we're standing where we're standing now, as you can see, the structure that you see when you drive by, it's coming down soon. So we wanted to give you one last look at it. We don't know exactly which day it's coming down, but it is coming down. And one of the reasons you're talking about for cleaning all the area up is so the Talladega County Board of Education can maintain with a bush hog. And
yeah, that's the goal. I mean, really for this phase, cleaning from that surface up is really about how can we keep this site maintained in the near future, which we want the Board of Education to be able to come out here with their equipment that they would use and be able to maintain it and make sure that it doesn't get back into a state of cleanup again, so that we can kind of keep control. But honestly, with the way the earth project is moving, hopefully we won't have to worry about that a whole lot, because there's been a lot of hard work being done out there between our Representative Ben Robbins has been just busting his tail out there trying to figure out ways, and Representative Hurst is now really helping the project, and Margaret Morton and all these people are just, you know, doing unbelievable things, and we're really have great momentum moving forward, and so hopefully we can get the development piece started soon.
Right, and Paul's gonna put some pictures up of the future plans for out here, but could you explain for just a minute exactly what the first building going up out here is gonna be? Something that we've needed to bring back for a long time, and we're gonna start it back right out here.
Yeah, so the project in itself is a workforce development concept and idea, but it's really not just a Sylacauga issue, it's more of a regional approach, so that when we have things such as a major industry like a textile mill move out of your community where people have been working for however many years, let's pretend you're 50 years old and you've been working there for 20 years and now your textile mill moves out, well, what is it, what do you do? What's the next step? This facility is going to allow us to train different types of workforces so that we can be nimble when the economy changes and sort of our economic challenges change, that we're able to adapt quickly to that. Another thing we hope that it's going to do is by creating a facility where you can develop the workforce, it's going to encourage other industry to move to a town that's already got that infrastructure to build their workforce, to have those spaces to credential them, and to have them prepared to go directly into whatever industry it is that they're doing. So it's not just dealing with our current situation, but also really looking into our future.
Looking into our future. Right.
Yeah.
And before we go, I got a couple people that I really want to thank. You know, I like to refer to the term as since it burned in 2011, there's been a ball on the ground, and it hadn't been rolling much. But since Representative Ben Robbins took in office, Ben come in, and what he do? He kicked that ball.
There's no doubt
and it's
about
been
it.
rolling ever since. And thank you, Ben, for all you've done. And thank you, Ryan. Y'all doing an excellent job out here. And Rusty, he's out here. He's with a construction company. And there's one more person that I really need to thank, and that's Governor Kay Ivey for signing that grant and letting this be possible. So take one more good look at the building behind us, because it's coming down soon. And thank you for all you do for this project and the city of Sylacauga.
Thank you guys for what you do.
See you next time.